to Beer Geek Beer Reviews, and today I'm taking a look at one of the most sought after Ohio beers, around the holiday season, and this happens to be the Thirsty Dog Brewing Company's 12 Dogs of Christmas barrel aged version. Now, this year it seems like that they're coming in this little nifty little 12 ounces. Before they actually came in like 750 milliliter bottles, if not more, and that was. It was expensive, man. Those bottles used to be like the big liter bottles. That was what it was. It was the big 1 or 2 liter bottles, and that was like 50 to 60 bucks. It was very expensive to actually get the hold of this beer, but you had to get lucky enough to find it out in the market. If not, you actually had to go down to the beer company, to the actual brewery, and be able to pick it up. But now that they're actually distributing this beer, but there's still one little simple thing on here. If you look over here, you get, it's the approved for bottling and the brewmaster signature. And you keep turning it around, you see all the information on the side of the bottle. You get to see the Thirsty Dog Brewing Company's 12 Dogs of Christmas all spelled out in that little festive holiday writing. Who's that? Barrel aged, brewed with honey and spices. And you get their little barrel aged signature little symbol down at the bottom. But the one thing is, there's no bottled on date. There's no ABV listed on this beer bottle at all. I can't tell you exactly what the ABV is, or even the IBUs. I can tell you it did come with this little nice, foiled wrapping, whatever. And I got this bottle, this little bottle, $6.99. So, let's go ahead and find out if it's worth it. Here is the beer. Very, very murky. It's almost like a tangerine color, but very murky. We'll get to the aromas here in a minute, because that's did pour with a lot of head on it at first. But barrel-aged beers don't seem to keep their heads very often. They seem to dissipate very quickly because the ABV's up there. And also because if it's brewed with anything else, like if it's barrel-aged and it's picked up a little bit of that liqueur, like silkiness, smoothness, and other adjuncts from the actual barrel itself, like the char, or like the vanillic characters over time, and it just kind of smooths this stuff out. It tends to tame these beers a little bit, and I find that they don't hold their head very long. But with that said, man, let's go ahead and get into this. You can definitely pick up the bourbon characteristics, the whiskey characteristics, almost like more along the lines of almost like a silky cognac aroma to it. But at the same time, I'm definitely picking up that oakiness. I'm definitely picking up the barrel notes. The oak, definitely. Char, not so much. Whiskey, bourbon kind of thing going on there. Yes, it smells alcoholic. So you know what you're getting into when you get a Thirsty Dog barrel-aged beer. So let's go ahead and sample, shall we? Alright. It still might be just a hair cold. I'm picking up barrel notes. I'm picking up almost kind of like a sweet barley wine kind of thing going on here. And I know it's brewed with honey, so it's got that sweetness already up front. I would definitely say that the alcohol is not... This only might be because of the fact that it's cold again. Like I said, it's not like I don't feel any burning sensation or anything. I'm just picking up the flavor from it. Very pronounced, like bourbon whiskey flavor. Again, picking up the oakiness. You can definitely tell that this is barrel aged. It's not hiding any kind of barrel aging at all. You definitely get a little bit of vanillic flavor into it. But again, I mean, this just seems to be a almost like a barley wine-ish kind of style beer. It could just be a brown ale, a red ale, and just with the, I want to say with the holiday spices and stuff, it might come in there when it warms up, because there is the base beer. I had to do this in a brewery appropriate glass, the 12 Dogs of Christmas glass. But at the same time, I'm just gonna have to sit there and let this beer warm up, because I just pulled it out of the refrigerator like maybe, you know, almost 5-10 minutes before I started this video, but it's still holding a chill. But I'll say, give it this. I want to say that this beer, it's good, but I won't hold my particulars until it warms up. I want this to become room temperature before I finally give it a verdict. But with that said, man, I just want to let you guys know it's out now. So go ahead, get out there, seek it out, and trade for it. Pick it up if you have to. Is it worth the price point? I'm going to say yes, no matter what, because number one, really, yeah, I still don't know the ABV of this beer, but I'll tell you this much. $6, $7 for a barrel-aged beer? Of course. I'm going to pick one up, right? If it's coming in a single, I'm going to definitely pick it up. Was this really called for? Not so much. These little wrappings and holiday wrappings and, you know, corks and everything else. I like the corks. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of cork bottles out there that I really enjoy. But there's a pain in the ass to get open. But with that said, man, I'm going to go ahead and end this. And I'm just going to say, go ahead, get this, but, you know, seek this beer out. If you haven't had it yet, seek it out. If you have had it, let me know what you guys think about it. It is very alcoholic. You know, the alcohol is very upfront. It's not hiding itself, and as it warms up, I can still taste the alcohol, like the actual, like barrel alcohol that they put it in, and more than I can the base beer. I won't hold points off for that until it warms up to room temperature. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace. See you guys again later.